Welcome to the Urban Fairy. Been a while. I've recently found that purchasing off Marketplace is a way better gamble, because that's what buying jewelry lots is, than, say, Goodwill. So today I got this jar off of Marketplace, and this was $15. It's really heavy, so God knows how much the jar itself is worth. And this was $9.49 at Goodwill, and if I'd looked closer, I'm sure I would have passed. So, who's going to win, Goodwill or Marketplace? Let's get to it. Okay, we have the Marketplace jar. So let's see what we've got in here. I'm going to get it off and all right. Just dump it all out. That's more fun. I'm sure I can do something with that jar. Okay, first thing, broke him. Oh, that just needs a little fix. It's all good. That just needs a little fix to You know what, I could probably do it right now. I just have to tighten that. So, not sure if it's crystal or glass, but so pretty right away. Really like that. That's really nice. The clasp is fabulous. Look at that. Something written on the back. Oh, all this fiddling, and there's probably nothing there. It's just scratches. Yeah, still really, really nice. I like that. And this is a costume piece. Pretty, you know, big statement. That's what the pennant looks like. Not bad. And what have we got here? One of those bib necklaces. This one's kind of pretty. Most of the stuff is stuff I would never wear, but it's still kind of pretty. There's no maker's mark, but you know, it looks like something Coral would put out or something. Now, this is intriguing. I would hope that this was amber, but it looks, you know, it's really hard to test amber against plastic. Speaking of which, no, it's just plastic. Still, these balls look like they could be sterling. So, yep, and the clasp is nice and vintage, like that. It looks really cool. So right away we're doing okay, aren't we? This year, what is it? Pearls, Brutalist jewelry. Can't remember what the other thing is. And there we go. That is really cool. Let's put it on you. See how that looks. I really like that. I think that's really spiffy. It's just base metal, but yeah, that's really cool. And remember, this is the marketplace jar for $15. I'm thinking it's already looking like it's gonna win, even though the other one was less money. Oh, here's one with many strands. That gets spooky, doesn't it? Oh, the tag. Does that look familiar to anybody? All right, we're gonna have to re-find you later when I get some of this untangled. Oh, here, you look like you might come free. All right, we'll put you up there. This is just a chain. I'm thinking, I'm not sure which way you go. Oh, that way, I think. It looks like it's stainless steel, but no, it's just some kind of base metal. And what are you? Everybody likes feathers. That's nice. Well, it's pretty shiny. So this is a triple stand. I'm surprised it wasn't more tangled. You know, it would look really nice with just a plain black dress, you know, no fuss. Whew. Well, I'm already kind of surprised, so nicely surprised. And here we've got a quantum entanglement here. I'm drinking my first ice cap of the year. It's probably the only thing I like at Tim Hortons. With a shot of caramel. It's really nice. Or caramel, however you say it. Okay, where are you stuck here? Got it. These are all on wires, so you can kind of bend them to your will. Everybody likes that. So it's a bit of playing with it, but once you straighten that all out, it's kind of pretty. I'll put you up there. I'm trying really hard not to get everything tangled again, but oh, here we are. I think it's just glass. Still pretty. I haven't done this in a while. Mostly because I've been having so much trouble with my car And here's a nice tassel necklace. That's the other thing that's supposed to be big. Really long necklaces with tassels and stuff like that. So we're stuck on the fabric here. How about we just do this? Not my dog. Is that thing again? Yeah. It's funny, the marketplace, mostly it's, you know, pick up, put money under the carpet or in the mailbox, and they leave it on the porch. And I always think, well, then now we know where you live, what's the next step? But then I remember that near here, what was his name? Something Willard. He went to test drive a car on Marketplace or Kijiji, which is like our Craigslist. And for fun, they killed the guy, took his car, burnt him. Anyway, so I think people in this area are perhaps a little bit more cautious because stuff like that doesn't happen very often in this area. There's some really interesting cartouches here, but I have no idea what they mean. Is that the same one? Looks like somebody with really weird legs. So some of these are glass and some are plastic, and it's just a long triple strand. Nope. Yeah. Nope. Mini strands, let's call it that, because they end at certain spots. And that's what that is. It's nice enough. This is interesting. And it's like got an articulation to it. Ooh, and they're teeny little, hang on, like rosettes. I'm gonna put that one on for now. Well, how are you supposed to tighten these by yourself? Right, I like that. Sorry, let's get you lined up here. Whew. This weighs about 2 pounds, that necklace. Okay, I think we got 3 things going on here. There's one. Looks like maybe East Indian jewelry. Oh no, I've never had American Eagle before. Well, that's what it is. Nice. It's not magnetic, but there's no markings on it that would indicate that it was silver or anything. And I don't, because we don't get American Eagle in Canada much, I don't really know what it's all about. Well, this is another cool one. This is a really neat jewelry lot. What does this one say? Freckle face. We'll have to look that up. It's kind of cool. So I don't think that's, oh, what do you call it? the green stuff. Oh my God, verdigris. I think that's more copper that's oxidized. But that's what that looks like. I kind of like that too. These are all like sort of really interesting different pieces. So that's what that looks like. Yeah. Especially that. I really like that. Very cool. Well, looking at this right now, that's less than $1 a piece. I don't know how you can lose there. Okay, I think there's a wire thing in there, which, yeah. Oh, the worst, aside from hair accessories, the worst is multi-strand wire things. I'm gonna get it out though. Oh man, that was lucky. This is just plastic beads, and I'm gonna put it back in the jar so it doesn't hurt anybody else. And here's just a bar with rhinestones on it. Mock prong set. They're not prong set. I think if you can see that, they're just glued in, but they've got little balls to make it look like they're prom set. And just, you know, oh, this is pretty. It's just chains, but it's really, really pretty. There's just highlights on the black of copper, and look at how that works in the light. Isn't that cool? I like that. All right, here's I'm guessing dyed howlite. However, it actually, I think it's turquoise. Yep, because there's gold in them veins, if you can see. And there's not, when you got dyed howlite, it's usually white inside in the hole, because howlite is white. And oh, and there's a piece of pyrite. Well, these are very different pieces of jewelry, like with the exception of a couple, they're all very unique. Anyway, that's got a tassel on the end. I'm not particularly fond of, but I've got one. This is glass. Really plain. I'll have to go through and test these, but and there's this guy. Looks green in like, for you it looks green, and to me it looks gray. Interesting. So they're multifaceted glass, I believe. No, plastic. And yet, interesting. No maker's mark. Still kind of cool. That almost looks like a Betsy Johnson. I cannot speak today. This just has a big C on it. I'm not sure what that stands for. Let's close up what each station looks like. Oh, it's a bracelet. Again, no mark on this. Certainly not silver. Jingle jangly. Yeah. So it's on multi-stranded suede cord, which looks in good shape. Like I usually wouldn't keep it on that, but this one's not bad. And no mark on this, who made it. You know, jewelry is art, and I'm always surprised at when people don't, oh, I never looked at these. I got them set up there. What the heck is this? It's just, is it agate but crazy. Like, honestly, this necklace is like 2 pounds, 3 pounds to wear around your neck, but interesting. Not sure about these. If anybody has an idea, let me know. And this is on chain, fine chain, no clasp. Oh no, there's a clasp. And it's just mock pearls, a sort of white and bronzy color. And this is just a beaded on chain as well, not magnetic. The clasp is, but you know, I'm sure you all know that. But if you're new to jewelry collecting, often even on a silver necklace, the clasp is not silver because silver is a softer metal and they use something a little more sturdy. So. And you know, when I'm looking at stuff, I'm terrible for testing with my teeth. It's just how I can tell the difference between stuff. But also, if I think it might be silver, like right away when I look at that clasp, that has a silver look to it. And usually when I say stuff like that, I'm totally wrong. What is this? Oops. Whew, can't even read it. Oh, Cool, New York. Okay, let's untangle you guys. Nope. Oh, this is a really long one. This is probably 30 inches, maybe. And it's a neat piece as well, sort of brutalist. Yeah, the only thing magnetic is the clasp. Anyway, what I was saying is, if it's not magnetic, that's the first indication that it might be something other than base metal. So that I would put aside and test later. I don't want to test like while I'm filming, because I don't know. I get bored when people test. I just want a little thing to flash up and say, yes, it's sterling. Anyway, that's the first indication that it might not be just base metal. And the things that I have always on hand are my magnet, my loop, and a black light, because if something is amber, or I was going to look at this, I'm pretty sure it's a garnet in this ring that keeps sliding around. Now, see that little red stone? If that was a ruby and I put that black light on it, it would shine up like fluorescent pink, like out of this world hot pink. And then you get excited because it's a ruby, but I figured it was a garnet. Anyway, another long tassel one, and apparently like they're the thing this year aside from pearls and brutalists. So that's, I don't know, because I don't really care about trends, but if you're selling, you should care about trends, because you want to know what's, you know, hot and what's not. This is Cisco with that bracelet. Where did I put that bracelet? I can't even see where I put it. Maybe this is, oh, yeah, it does go with that bracelet. And I'm not into matchy-matchy either, but I still would sell things like that together, because just because I don't like something doesn't mean somebody else wouldn't like it, because that's crazy if you think that you're the be-all and end-all in what's good and what isn't. What the heck is this? Oh, this is another set. So somebody has conveniently put these together, and this is so this is the bracelet attached to the necklace. Pretty simple. But again, as I was saying, some people want to match, and that's their prerogative. It's not like against the law to do what you want. In fact, in this world, you should take every opportunity to do what you want if it's legal, because there's so much crap going on that, you know, people are sad. I went to my doctor and she said, you know, how's your emotional and mental health? And I said, well, you know, I get a little sad. And she said, do you think that you need medication for that? And I said, no, I think anyone who's not sad at this point in history probably needs the medication. She just laughed. I'm glad I can amuse her. Glass or crystal. Sometimes you can tell because you look at some writing, and if it's upside down, it's crystal. This is right side up. If it's upside down, it's usually crystal, and if it's right side up, it's glass. I don't know. This is all screwy, but another tassel-y thing. Somebody really liked tassels, and then they sold them all when they were, you know, popular. Oh, I'm taking too long. This is interesting. Huh. It's a lobster claw, so it's not old. It looks like some of the stuff on here is old. Like the chain is not silver, but this does look silver. And I'm just trying to see what that flower is made of. I think it's just enamel. Still, is there little teeny rhinestones in the petals? There is. Little blue stones. You see that? Interesting. And it doesn't really feel like it goes with this. It feels like, you know, a bit of an afterthought. Anyway, and last, is it last? This one has a bracelet too. Is that why we're all tangled here? Yeah, I believe so. And this was the Kenneth, what should we call it? Kevin Cole. Oh my gosh. Okay, take my word for it. This one is a necklace. I have no idea what those are. None at all. Look at it close. It's not wood, it's not stone, it's not glass, it's not plastic. Anyway, nice crystal in there. That looks like a crystal. And that's it. $15 from Marketplace. So let's get on to the next one. Okay, next. $9.49 at Goodwill. I think Goodwill, you got a little ways to go to beat that one. And I saw a few shell things in here, which, you know, I really hate. I don't know why, I just don't like. And watches, watches. So, watches. This is really tacky. I don't know what was on this. That's gross. Never heard of Vicos. I don't know what this one is. Looks like a diving watch. Anyway, watches. Not my favorite thing. And I'm just going to grab the crappy stuff that looks homemade, you know, by kids. It's all dyed shell. Feeling rubber thing. I'm gonna have to get that out later. Oh, let's get the hematite out of here. Okay, so that's, you know, going straight back to a thrift store or at Kids Lot. I do those. Do those. These looks like paper beads, and that looks like a sweet homemade thing. There's stuff in there that kids like. And then this is broken. Oh no, there are two bracelets. They're the same. I see. But the hematite mixed up with the rest of your jewelry is a bit of a annoyance. How was that? Annoyance. Here we go with another one. Who do you think's gonna win this battle? Beat overboard. Yeah, what is that? I'm sorry, that's just gonna have to go in the garbage. That's the shell one. Okay, what have we got here? We've got a falling apart, but really nice, some really nice heavy crystals there, like those. So that's going to be making stuff, reimagining stuff. More shells, a little kitty thing that's broken. Another little kitty thing. Oh dear. So 2 hair clips, put those at kids. Oh dear. So really cool art glass heart, but you know, the red doesn't even go with this. So I'll be working with that. Another watch. What make is this one? Walton? Diamond quartz. It's a real specialty Japanese movement. Yeah, I don't know what to do with them, with the watches. Oh dear. This is a bracelet for, like, you feel like you want to eat those things. For like a baby or something. Pretty crystals, kind of broken. This is exactly what I thought. This bag is filled with kid stuff and broken stuff, and I should have looked closer, but now we get to do the incredible comparison, don't we? But I'm not going to get that untangled. So here is, I like the pendant. I don't like these kinds of cords. I like the pendant. Yeah, that's cool. It's the first thing I put up there. Probably vintage plastic faux pearls in a steely gray. Ugh, they're not even pretending to be real pearls. These are like Mardi Gras stuff. Did I get it? Yeah. This is like just, you know, crap. I wonder if there's going to be one nice thing in this bag. I kind of like that. Copper. That's not bad. All different kinds of metal colors are coming through, and I actually don't mind that. Whoa, sorry. Scared me more than it did you. What the hell are these? Okay, more shells. So look at that bag so far, and that's all basically junk. This looks like it's cloth or something, but it's not. It's metal, and it doesn't even bend right. And this probably looks really pretty on. Plastic beaded, outstretched. This is definitely some vintage faux pearls. I don't put those on my teeth. I find you can rub them together and feel the grittiness, and if it's gritty, they're pearls, and if it's really slippery and they're heavy, it's glass, and if they're, you know, light as a feather, they're plastic. Nice clasp. So champagne colored. Here we've got a peace sign. Oh my gosh. What are you? Somebody spent a lot of time doing this, but for no real good reason. And that looks like an anklet. That's all right. It's a little bit magnetic, and it could be silver or silver plated, I'm thinking. I don't know. The other thing I look for is if I'm not sure if it's silver or not, and maybe it's not magnetic, or sometimes silver will be slightly, very slightly magnetic, then I look to see whether all the rings are soldered, because they usually won't solder, you know, crap. Oh, what is this? I'm just going to hang this in my window because that will please me. And this is falling apart as we speak. There seems to be wooden beads and some, geez, it looks like teeth, but I know they're shells, but it looks like teeth. And that's old. That's got an old clasp to it. And then again, did somebody wear this? This is like these two things somebody made, just put on this string. I would like hang them on a Christmas tree. And oddly, the ring is something's magnetic, that little bit. It kind of looks like silver, doesn't it? Anyway, there's that. It looks like a Christmas ball. I'm not even sure what it's made of. And, oh, there's 3 of them. Jeez. So I have my window in my bedroom. I have all kinds of crystal jewelry and hanging up all across the window to make a curtain. And so at least this bag got me a few things I can put in the window, if I can get them undone. Here's the purple faceted. Is it crystal or glass? We don't know. Some bits and pieces. This is pretty color. And it's glass. And this is odd. So this is stretchy, and it's rhinestone. I just cut this, won't I? Because it's stuck in the rings. And so here we have a necklace with, yep. And we have this big crystal. What happened there? Oh, that's just weird. So see, I shouldn't have cut that because that was the one that depended on, it's all glued in there. Weird. Okay, just keep putting all this stuff in here. And we got one earring, one lone earring. No, two. Oh, it's too bad that that one isn't got a partner. A little bent out of shape. And this one. And let's see, the peace sign left over from the 60s. Oh, it's actually got, it'd be like Claire's or something. Is that Claire's? Yep. And then this guy. The beads are certainly interesting. I'm not sure if they're... Well, that's interesting. The copper is magnetic, so it's going to be copper coating something else. I just wondered if this bead was. Nope. So they're worth looking at for sure. Is that as small as it looks? I know I'm jiggling. I know I'm jiggling. Not so much. Okay. That's it. Definitely the winner was Marketplace. Definitely. Look at all this useless stuff I have here. Broken stuff and mismatched pairs and I mean these aren't cheap to buy for sure, but the amount of jewelry that's usable, interesting, and wearable was definitely in the $15 jar from Marketplace, and the $9.47 bag from Goodwill kind of not worth it. So there you go. Now that's clearly not across the board and not every time, but that's been my experience lately. So that's all I got. It's 29 degrees Celsius here today, so it's a little toasty. And I know, what do I love here that I can show you to leave? Like this thing. Yeah. So have yourself a good day, a good rest of the weekend, which this won't be on YouTube until after the weekend. And we'll see you the next time. Bye-bye.